Oh, yeah. Me and Tay danced around Lake Como for a little while, man. I loved it out there. I'll tell you what, it sits perfectly on that water, man. It's a beautiful place.
Love, football, and Tigers, oh my. First up, Travis Kelce is apparently undefeated not just on the gridiron, but in the romance department, claiming he and Taylor Swift have never, ever argued.
Well, it's only been 2.5 years, and you're right. I haven't gotten in an argument.
And yes, that claim got Matt Walsh raising eyebrows, calling it not healthy.
That is not healthy, and it's certainly not anything to brag about.
Next, insiders spill that Travis went full romantic on their Lake Como getaway, swapping cleats for loafers and soaking up every cinematic moment with Taylor. And speaking of festive vibes, Travis and Patrick Mahomes' Steakhouse 1587 Prime just went full winter wonderland. Meanwhile, Kylie Kelce visited the Philly Zoo, where Taylor's song Wood apparently had tigers reacting in ways no one expected.
Perfect. We started playing Wood, actually, Taylor Swift's Wood, back a house.
That's
really amping up the mood.
Finally, Jason Kelce opened up about Kylie's devastating past pregnancy loss, sharing how family, friends, and team support helped them heal. Travis Kelce, the guy known for breaking defenses on the field, is apparently also undefeated in the relationship department. There's zero yelling, zero drama, not even a micro disagreement between him and Taylor Swift. Like if arguments were touchdowns, these two would be stuck at zero. Travis even brought it up with George Clooney on his podcast, trying to see if the Hollywood legend's no fights in a decade claim held water. Clooney basically schooled him on marriage wisdom, saying at 64, he's way past arguing about anything and that finding someone incredible who aligns with your values makes conflict kind of pointless. Travis was soaking it all in, probably taking mental notes like it was a playbook.
You claim that you and your wife haven't gotten in a fight in 10 years.
That's right.
Are you lying?
No, I'm not lying, Travis. Shall we ask you the same questions?
Well, it's only been 2.5 years, and you're right. I haven't gotten in an argument.
Kelce has been gushing about Taylor for a while now, painting their relationship as something almost ridiculously chill, considering the chaos surrounding both of them. Off camera, it's just two people in love, living their lives, no spotlight-induced drama, no paparazzi-fueled arguments. Insiders note he finds it refreshing to have a partner who actually gets the insane pressures of performing at elite levels, someone who can understand being scrutinized by millions without losing their cool. Apparently, Taylor's felt the same way, calling Travis a literal human exclamation point, and word on the street is that his podcast basically sparked the whole thing.
He's just a vibe booster in everyone's life that he's in. He's like a human exclamation point.
Her mom even chimed in on a trailer for her upcoming tour doc, saying Travis brings a ton of happiness into Taylor's world.
Travis Kelce, he brings a lot of happiness.
Basically, these two are living proof that you can mix NFL star energy with pop superstar chaos and somehow come out without a single spat, whether it's strategy, patience, or just pure luck. Their love story is a weird, low-key kind of magic that somehow works better than anyone would expect. It's like watching a perfect pass connect on the field, but off the field it's just quiet, effortless, and kind of enviable. And just when you think Travis's relationship game is untouchable, enter Matt Walsh, waving a big red flag over the whole never argued claim. Walsh's take is basically, hold up, that's not normal. He's making the point that there's a huge difference between a fight and an argument. Like a fight is all about emotional knockouts, trying to hurt someone, while an argument is just trying to get your point across without tossing chairs. Walsh thinks that if a couple never argues, it could mean one person, usually the guy, is just nodding along, swallowing their opinions and letting things slide. Not exactly the recipe for long-term mental health, apparently.
Periodically, you read these kinds of headlines from such and such famous person who claims to have never argued with his wife, or a woman claims to never argue with her husband. And although it's almost always men saying this, and that's an important detail, that is not healthy, and it's certainly not anything to brag about. And it's this kind of a sitcom dad trope that's still indoors.
Walsh's perspective got a lot of heads turning because from the outside, Travis and Taylor's dynamic looks like straight-up relationship goals. Kelce has been honest about the fact that having a partner who understands the grind, performing in front of millions, dealing with the endless spotlight, is priceless. He's seen Taylor put in insane effort night after night, even if she doesn't call herself an athlete, and he's quietly respecting the sheer endurance it takes. Insiders note that for someone like him, who lives life in high-octane, gladiator-style mode on the field, having a teammate off the field who gets it is like finding cheat codes in real life. The chatter is that watching Travis navigate football while syncing with Taylor's nonstop schedule is like witnessing violent chess, gladiators without swords, a constant mental and physical sparring match. Even if they're never arguing, understanding each other's rhythm and stress levels is a full contact sport in its own right. And while Walsh might be side-eyeing the no-argument situation as potentially one-sided, for Travis, the payoff is huge. He's not just winning in love, he's learning the art of pacing, respecting boundaries, and maybe taking a mental note or two on surviving in someone else's arena without getting body slammed. Travis apparently decided that after dodging relationship drama, it was time to tackle something a little more romantic, like Italy. In May 2024, he and Taylor hit up Lake Como for what was basically a couple's dreamland getaway, and it was nothing short of cinematic. Travis apparently nerded out over the scenery, the water, the vibe, basically everything that doesn't involve a football helmet. Imagine him, NFL champ, swapping cleats for loafers and just wandering around like a kid in a gelato shop, soaking in the Italian charm.
I'll tell you what, it sits perfectly on that water, man. It's a beautiful place.
The two of them weren't just doing the tourist shuffle. Travis reportedly ran around the lake every morning, shoes half on, half off, while Taylor kept up like it was a rehearsal for an epic music video. The local folks were totally vibing with them, constantly pointing out Clooney's crib on the lake, because of course George's house is the unofficial celebrity landmark.
Every morning I was throwing my shoes on, running up and down the water, and we had gloomy days, we had beautiful days, and it was just every single day was just a new epic realization what's really around the world.
That's my, I got a place out there.
Oh yeah,
it's a good spot, isn't it?
They love to point it out whenever you're doing whenever you're on the lake.
I'm part of the tour.
Oh yeah, me and Tay danced around Lake Como for a little while, man. I loved it out there.
Travis, being his usual playful self, joked about being part of the tour and soaking up every quirky corner of Lake Como. The Italian experience is equal parts dreamy and hilarious. Every dinner spot they stumbled upon apparently had 10 seats tucked in hidden coves, serving pasta so good it made Travis consider retiring from football just to eat. And yes, Clooney gave a thumbs up on the Italian lifestyle too, chatting about how the locals treat dinner like a full-on celebration. Grandparents, kids, extended family, 2 hours of chatting, eating, and just living. Travis was apparently soaking it all in like a sponge, taking notes for his own life, or maybe just memorizing where the best pasta was hidden. And after soaking up all that Italian romance, Travis Kelce apparently pivoted from gelato and gondolas straight to grills and holiday cheer, because insiders say he and Patrick Mahomes' steakhouse, 1587 Prime, is now basically a winter wonderland. The Kansas City hotspot, which opened just a few months back, decided to go full festive mode for its first holiday season, decking the place out like Santa and an NFL mascot had a love child. Pine, Douglas fir, red roses. The columns are wrapped so tight in greenery you'd think the plants were part of the staff, and metallic ornaments shimmer everywhere, making the whole vibe part cozy chalet, part MVP clubhouse. The menu got its own glow-up too. They've rolled out a French onion soup pasta, which is apparently the love child of fettuccine and comfort food dreams, swimming in beef bone broth, caramelized onions, rosemary, and enough Parmesan to make your dentist nervous. And for the sweet tooth squad, there's classic pumpkin pie and chocolate pecan pie, straight from a local bakery that insiders swear has magical powers. The live band swapped smooth jazz for holiday jams, so diners can get their elf on while lifting forks like a pregame huddle. The redesign isn't just decoration, it's basically a vibe check for the city. Every ornament, pine branch, and sprinkle of tinsel is apparently meant to channel the spirit of 1587 and the city they represent, which, if you're not fluent in Kelce Mahomes numerology, basically translates to football royalty meets festive chaos. There's even talk of a New Year's Eve setup that's basically a full-on champagne and caviar gala. Because why celebrate the new year without pretending you're at a Monaco yacht party while still wearing your Chiefs jersey? And after turning 1587 Prime into a full-on festive playground, the Kelce family energy didn't stop at steak and tinsel. Next up, they took things to the wild side, literally. Kylie Kelce recently hit up the Philadelphia Zoo for her latest FAFO episode, and sources hint it got way more entertaining than anyone expected. Apparently, she was running around chatting with zookeepers, learning all the cool tidbits about animals, from Galapagos tortoises to Kenyan sand boas, but the real headline grabber? The tigers. The zoo has a very unorthodox way of getting the big cats in the mood. A new female tiger, Rory, had just arrived, and while she was scoping out the scene and leaning toward Wiz's brother Dimitri, the zookeepers let Kylie in on a little secret. They crank up Taylor Swift's Wood behind the scenes.
Perfect. We started playing Wood, actually, Taylor Swift's Wood back of house.
That might
really
do
amping
it.
up the mood.
Is he a redwood?
It's a Japanese maple.
My favorite.
The room was basically filled with Barry White vibes, but Swift style, an insider's claim. Kylie's reaction was a mix of blush and barely holding back laughter. It's apparently all part of the zoo's elaborate matchmaking plan to keep the Tiger genetics game strong. But insiders joke that the soundtrack might just be the weirdest plot twist in Kelce family adventures yet. Kylie was living her best life, asking every question she could think of, and literally cheering on the Tigers like they were contestants on a reality show. And after cheering on Tigers to Taylor Swift's Wood, the Kelce family energy swung from Wildcats to a very human kind of emotional blitz. Jason Kelce opened up about a chapter that had nothing to do with football or playful pranks. Back in 2018, Kylie Kelce suffered a pregnancy loss, an insider's hint. It hit the family like a Hail Mary in the final seconds. Jason apparently remembers running out to his truck mid-practice, overcome with grief and emotion, feeling like the weight of the world had just landed on him. It was a raw gut punch moment that reminded him how fragile life can be and how often these losses happen even if people don't talk about them. But the insiders note that the silver lining was the incredible network around them, coaches, teammates, and friends, all stepping up, sharing their own experiences, and basically reminding Jason and Kylie that they weren't alone in the pain. This sense of community was a game changer, helping the couple process, grieve, and slowly find their footing again. Fast forward to today, and the Kelce household is basically a touchdown in family life. 4 kids later, Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, and little Finley, Jason jokes that chaos is basically the family mascot now. In every corner of their home, it's like watching a constant playbook in action, with Jason learning as much from his kids as they do from him. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.